Hi, I'm Duncan.
And I'm Jessica, and we lived life like everybody else. We had a house, a car payment, a big TV, and a regular 9-to-5 job to try and pay for it.
When one day we got rid of it all to live life on the road, and now we're leaving mainstream society and making every day different by traveling on the outskirts.
We signed up for workamping.com to try to find us a work camper job, which is basically a job where it's at a campground or a baseball field or selling Christmas trees or something like that. And basically what they do is you work, part of your hours goes towards your full hookup site, which gives you sewer, electric, water, and sometimes cable TV and internet. And the rest of the time you work, you get a small wage for. And we sent in some resumes and we finally got something. And it was in South Dakota in the Black Hills. The place is called Crooked Creek Resort.
We packed up, loaded up the trailer, and set forth on our adventure, our first adventure.
And we were in Florida, so it was about a 2,000-mile trip.
We made it out of Florida okay, and then just about in Macon, near Macon, in the middle of nowhere, I think it's Nowhere, Georgia, the truck decided to stop starting.
I guess by that point the starter and the battery had had enough of our little trip, so they decided to get out on us. So here we are stranded in the middle of this one gas station exit. The cashier doesn't even know what town we're in. And we get a phone book, get this nice old man to come out from a parts store and bring us a new starter, and we changed it right there at the pump. Took a little finagling, I'll admit, but we got it going enough to hit the road again.
And the next day, we picked up and we left Atlanta, and we moved on, and there was really no problems. We did very well. There was mountains, it was beautiful, and then started to go into farmland.
Made it all the way through to Kentucky, and things were going good for that day until we got to Kentucky, and the truck started to overheat and not want to behave, so we decided to call it a night again.
So first day was good. We're traveling about 500 miles a day now, which for us, 35-foot rig, old-ass truck, I think is pretty good. But we made it through the whole day, good driving, no overheating, and then we decided that we would stop in a little campground that didn't exist.
We read a little book, here's a nice place, stop there. And we go to stop there, but it's not there to stop at.
I'm sure it existed somewhere, but we couldn't find it. And we were supposed to go right, and we went left. And at the top of the hill, the road, nice paved road, turned into gravel.
So we were like, okay, forget it. We got to get out of here because the light's leaving us. We don't want to drive this thing in these little tiny roads in the dark. Now the truck's starting to overheat a little bit because it doesn't like these roads. So we find this driveway of this guy. I guess he's a farmer, cow dairy farmer. I don't know. And he's got this little place where it looks like we might be able to turn around. Go to start to turn around, and we got driveway, barn, house. Big trailer trying to turn around in a little 3-point turnaround. And we start to do the turn, and it turns out there's not quite enough room. So, and all the while the truck's overheating. It's starting to boil over, the needle's coming over more and more and scaring us to death, but we gotta get out of there, you know? The sun's going down. And all the while, there's these cows sitting by the fence looking at us, and they're coughing or something.
I've never heard cows cough before, but they were definitely coughing at us. Maybe it was their way of laughing.
I could swear that they're laughing at us. I could swear. In whatever cow language that is. So we start to turn around, and not enough room, so it's a choice of either we turn too hard and jackknife the trailer into the truck, or we hit their house. They're not home at the moment, so we just, you know, take the bullet and crunches out the window in the back. We get around,
and then we were just out of that town. We were heading out the road. Everything was looking good. We weren't overheating, and we saw a little deer sign.
And sure enough, here come a couple deer coming across. And
we barely missed them, and they run right out in front of us, and we didn't even look back. We just kept going, got on the road. It's pitch black dark. We didn't even care. We just kept going.
So after all that fiasco, we decided to call it a night again. We stop in at a KOA, set up a site, ride over to Walmart, buy some Visqueen, patch up the window, go to bed, and the next morning we're off again.
We went up through St. Louis, which was really exciting because I had never seen the arch before, and then we went up to Kansas City, and we're seeing all these cities that we've never seen before. It was big, it was awesome. And then we finally made it to Sioux Falls.
We have this great waterfall right in the center of the town called Fall Park, and it's beautiful there.
That was one of the things that we spent the time to absorb in. It was unbelievable. If you're in the area, don't miss it. It's amazing.
The last day, day 5, we got to make it all the way across South Dakota, and Jessica or myself have never been there before. It was just a totally different place.
And it was amazing to see the difference in landscapes, just from farmland to prairies to the Badlands.
Small mountains, big mountains, all the way across. And it took all day for us to drive across the state.
And then finally, we came through Rapid City and went down to Hill City and arrived just as it started to snow.
And that's when the snow starts drifting down the little flakes on the windshield. And, I mean, we're freaking out by this point because we just don't know what to do. We're like, do we need chains on the tires? Are we going to slide off the road? So, I mean, really freaky for us. And so we arrived at Cooker Creek Resort where our work camper job is. We were the only people really here at the time. And when it comes to snow, we get a foot and a half. And it's just amazing. It's totally beautiful. The snow covering everything. We got a creek running right through. But we'll get more into that on the next episode where we tell you what the work camping job's like, what the area's like, what South Dakota's like. And we get a new member of the family coming in, and we have another one coming in up from Florida to join us. So we'll tell you all about it next time.